Hello, my friends. What a great fifth Sunday of Lent we just had. In fact, it was a great weekend for the life of the church. I'm so grateful for all of our leaders, all of our chefs, all of our table setter-uppers and taker-downers. I'm so grateful for our speakers over the Lenten University, especially Henry, who spoke to us on Sunday evening. I'm so grateful for our youth who lead us in worship and ask great questions. I'm excited for all the visitors and all of us who are just finding this joy bursting up in our hearts. What a great way to enter Holy Week. This Sunday, we begin Holy Week. And today, I just wanted to give you a quick snapshot from a child perspective. I want to, as a parent and as a former child, here's how I see Holy Week coming together this week. This week, on Palm Sunday, we start outside. How exciting. And there are going to be palms. We get long green things in our hands and we get to wave them around. Totally awesome. And they get blessed. And then we have to hear about that. And then we have a procession through the parking lot as we come into the sanctuary and we come in singing hosannas. And then we hear the narrative, the whole story, the preview of Holy Week told to us on Palm Sunday. But even more exciting than that, because that's pretty entertaining, is while we're outside between 9:10 and 10:10 in the morning, the learning hour is riding ponies. Two of them, two ponies. You get to ride on a pony. It's so awesome. If you're able to sit up, you can get on that pony and go for a pony ride. And if you're an adult, this is a no-brainer. You've got to come out and watch. We watch because we remember on Palm Sunday, Jesus rode on a donkey, on a colt, into Jerusalem. And we get to see our children. We get to see Christ in our children. Amen to that. And then on Maundy Thursday, this is Thursday of Holy Week I'm talking about. We gather for what looks like and starts as a regular worship service. It's exciting, it's full of joy and possibility. And then something unique happens. Our feet get washed. And we have the opportunity to wash someone else's feet. And as a child, I get to wash my parents' feet or my friends' feet. And as an adult, if I'm lucky, I get to wash a child's feet. Indeed, the foot washing, the humility of washing someone's feet is pretty obvious. But there's a deeper humility that comes by letting someone else wash our feet. It allows us to go deeper into ministry with Jesus Christ. That's your invitation. And then we head over to the parish hall. We have what's called an agape meal teaching, a very simple teaching of that meal. We do that all together. And then we head back into the sanctuary, and then things get really quiet. We strip the altar. We take everything down. The fancy vestments are taken away. The flags are put away. And then we leave in silence. Something has changed. And then on Good Friday, we have no school on Good Friday. And so what are we going to do? We're going to go to church. And if you can't make it to the noon or the 7 p.m. service, I invite you to come at 4 o'clock. And at 4 o'clock, our children and our youth have been preparing. That is, they've been coloring in and decorating and preparing our Stations of the Cross. Here's one example. This is the station called Care, station number 7. Jesus said to his mother, "Woman, here is your son." And he said to the disciple, "Here is your mother." Indeed, in a faith community like ours, we are a family. We are the village that raises each other up in the life of Christ, to go to the good news, to be healed, to be restored. And we remember that intimacy we have with God, with Jesus Christ, that we're just God's children and that we are loved. And then on Easter Vigil, on the Saturday night, yes, more church, but way before Easter Vigil, on Saturday morning, we get up early because it's like Christmas and we come back to church for an Easter egg hunt. How fun is that? Talk about celebrating new life. That's what eggs are all about, symbols of new hope, new possibility, new life, growing families. It's just a beautiful time to celebrate. And if we got the energy, we come back on Saturday night and We start with this bonfire outside. How exciting to have a bonfire at church. And then we light hand candles and the sanctuary is lit up in candles. And then the youth, all those big boys and girls, they come out and they teach 4 really important lessons in a very creative way that engages me as a child. And then we have a baptism. What is more cool than a baptism? And then all the lights come on and we celebrate the first Easter Eucharist. And then we go home all excited and we've got our Easter egg hunt food and candy and we're all excited. And the next morning we get up and we come back to church for Easter Sunday worship. Bring your children to church. Let us as a community teach them through a very creative way the fundamentals of our tradition. Come as parents and caregivers and godparents and aunts and uncles, come and embrace our family, your family, the families of others who you do not even know. This is our opportunity to take our Super Bowl week of church that brings us all together to celebrate the foundation of our faith. That is the life-giving love of Jesus Christ made real and tangible through his death and his resurrection. I'll see you this Sunday. Don't forget those pony rides.